You are looking live here at the Daytona International Speedway and the dawn of the latest USARC Racing Series. We are just about ready here for the Daytona 500 to kick off the inaugural Autonation Cup Series season. We have Luna Bennington, who took the APS win in sub of Jet Hawksworth. She starts from the pole, and Benedict Murdo, who I guess ended up putting Bennington in the 4 car for the APS race, starts alongside. Then our dual winners of Chris Martins and Stephen Colon behind. What do we make of the duels so far and how these ANCS cars have been run?
I mean, it's I don't know if ironic is really the best word, but the front row, I guess it is kind of ironic that it's Bennington and Murdo was the reason for Bennington being in the 4 car, but really, at the end of the day, the duels were basically just test sessions for these new chassis. Today's the real test, and it's going to be very interesting to see these cars in action for the first time in anger.
I mean, you wouldn't be blamed for saying that the duels were kind of lackluster, especially the first one, which went green all the way through. But it was Chris Martins, a fairly underdog winner in that one. Of Stephen Cologne taking duel number 2 with a very minor incident about halfway through. But at the 11th hour, we have had a new tyre compound rushed in for this race, and it's supposed to make the pack racing a bit more interesting, less of that shuffle business that we saw, especially in the trucks. So a bit of an unpredictable one here today. We've got a very interesting starting lineup as well. You can see Chris Martins there, a great example. Your dual 1 winner starting on the 2nd row. Henry Thomas as well. He's having a fantastic 3 weeks. He rolls off on the 3rd row. Borg as well in the top 10. Kazri Sabalenka as well. It's going to be a really fun race.
And you are going to have some of the faster cars we've seen throughout Speed Weeks rolling from the back. Some cars that really had to claw their way into this field. I mean, look at some of the big names you have back here. Blair McKenzie, Riley Spurleytube, Joe Zeller, Luke Evans, Lotus Desperito, and Cameron Brennan all had to time their way into this race. So it'll definitely be up to these teams to try to get their way to the front. And I think that we definitely are going to have an interesting race on tap for us. Definitely a very flip-flop field, and we're just about ready to get the starting command here for this new era of USARC racing.
Drivers, start your engine.
And there we go, 42 engines roared to life here under the Daytona sun. And before we get our winners' predictions, let's take a quick talk about the manufacturer makeup here.
Well, I just want to say, first off, that's a wonderful sound, isn't it? But the manufacturer battle in ANCS right now, coming into its first ever race, it's quite interesting. And you might be thinking it's a little early to think about it, but really, the top 10 is almost entirely Fords and Chevys, with the only outlier being Luna Bennington and a Toyota, who is on the pole, coincidentally. But I think it's going to, it really shows good for Ford and Chevy, that they are both on point immediately. Dodge and Toyota don't have that luxury yet, so it's going to be a lot harder for a Dodge or a Toyota to really factor into the win, I think. Anything can happen, but just going off of what I've seen, Chevys and Fords can be the manufacturers can be.
One word, one answer. Winner's prediction.
I'm going to go with the pole sitter. This is a bit unorthodox, but Luna Bennington.
You know, I was worried you would ask who I thought would win the race, but I don't think it'll be a Dodge or a Toyota. Let's go with Aiden Smith. I think he can get it done.
I'm going to go Chris Martins, as here we come off turn 4. You can see the cars stacking up big time.
And here we go. Pace car is off. We are ready for the dawn of a new series here in USARC, the Autonation Cup Series for the first time is green here from Daytona. Martins immediately jumps to the middle, trying to get in between Bennington and Murdo, upset the two pole sitters. As we're 4 wide.
4 wide at the one. Bennington's still gonna get the whole shot regardless.
Bennington clears to the lead. Martins tucks back in line, but they're still 4 wide between Morris, Rigel, Billion, and Cologne.
Oh, boys, play nice.
Down the back straight for the first time here with these new ANCS cars.
That
They're
5?
still 4
That's
wide.
5. Nearly 5.
Are they gonna make it work? They do.
Somehow they did.
That was very scary for a moment, but I think they're going to get it a bit cleaner now, maybe. I mean, they're only 3 wide at the minute. It's going to be Luna Bennington, the APS winner, annual pole sitter, leading the first lap.
And the 4 looks really hooked up right now. I mean, might be in part due to the fact that everyone's been battling so hard. Murdo can't clear Martins or Borger, so it'll be Bulk Borger in the 74 for his own team, Wright Borger Racing. That now leads the inside and is the main challenger to the 4 of Bennington.
He's going to block the 01 immediately.
He knows who to look for as Ben Crouch in the 42, Sule Manova in the 00. We're going to go 4 wide again into turn 3.
Oh, I thought they were going to. But really, Bennington had a perfect start.
And it's our 2 Daytona winners so far. It was Sule Manova in GTS, Bennington in APS. They're now 1-2 here on lap 2, and Bennington's going to get down in front of the 00.
They're doing just shy of 200 miles an hour. They look so much faster than anything else we've seen on track this speed weeks. It's just brilliant to see.
And it's about that 3x3 throughout the field formation we saw in APS. But now we're going to go 4 again for a brief moment. But it's Celsa was able to clear Fox, open the door for Onjack. But Swab is going to try 4, but can't make it work.
I don't think this can last very long, this 3x3 formation. I think they're either going to break up and kind of spread out, or we're just going to have a huge accident. It's so dangerous the way they're racing at the moment.
The thing is, you want to have it 3 wide. You can't have it 4. 4 wide is not sustainable. 3 is borderline.
3 is definitely sustainable. I mean, we've seen them do it. Oh my
able to
god.
beat Bennington. And Carter Swab for the race lead, pushed by fellow Dodge Lexi Herman.
Talk about unsustainable. How about that? Somebody had to give.
And the 4's got a big run on the outside, but here comes Herman. Oh dear, 4 wide to the
Herman.
lead.
Oh, and here comes Gutierrez 4 wide.
Or can Swab cover across? Doesn't look like it.
Bit of contact, I think, there between Onjack and Herman. A bit of contact between Gutierrez and Herman. The 53 pinballing around at about 200 miles an hour, and Gutierrez cleared to the lead. Here comes Brian Grigsby.
Ooh.
More contact. There we go. We're wrecking. Herman. And I think we've mostly... Oh, Whitmer tagged at the end. Bennington.
Oh, Bennington destroyed.
And the 05 of Isaac Davis involved as well. There may be some more trouble up in front here.
I think we've mostly kept it together.
Oh, damage on the... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Carter Swab on Jack with some
but I
slight
think everyone
damage.
else on Jack got caught up in it. Gutierrez... Oh, wow, Bennington is rolling. So, I
Not
think
for very long.
Seeing
the angle, though, that 4 had to have taken a hard hit. So that is good to see.
Everyone else seems like... I mean, the 08 with some slight side damage. I think a lot of
Delillo's
cars
got damage.
have got minor cosmetic damage just from kind of
Herman...
bumping and avoiding that accident. A lot of cars still racing back. That happened at the beginning of the lap rather than right at the end. Yeah, Whitmer got a big hit there, just collected the 53.
We said it was unsustainable.
Yeah, that was very unsustainable.
However, there's a silver lining to everything. Not many cars were involved in that one.
I mean, certainly it wasn't as much as it could have been. I mean...
Yeah.
Oh, a slight love tap under yellow.
Contact.
Shouldn't be too
Jack might
consequential.
not be too happy with Carter Swab right now, and I think understandably so.
Once those 2 cars got turned right, that's never a good sight.
Just a very strange act. We've not seen a wreck at the tri-oval like that all speed weeks. Oh,
Whitmer.
that's interesting interpretation of the rules.
for bearing the, I think he was there at the time of caution, so that's why. But all things considered, I think that 18 has gotten away with this one. He really does not look like that car is too torn up at all.
Yeah, I mean, it looks alright.
I mean, he's got okay.
Yeah, there's some
His
damage
passenger
on the
door is
side.
pretty beaten, but
Oh,
For
and
the
we are
most part,
having
he
pit
should be
stops as
alright.
well.
so Brian Grigsby is going to lead some cars in, notably Nazir Romashko, Brendan Morris, among others. But yeah, you saw Angel Gutierrez, Riley Spurley, and a few others are staying out. Caden Lemon, as the rest of the field makes their way down pit road. Well, we did not make it that long at all.
Nope.
Oh,
Anyhow.
oh no!
Oh,
Back on
contact!
pit road.
Oh, Henry Thomas, that is big damage.
Yeah,
And he's
Thomas
gone.
has-
Clocked out
That's-
straight away. That's such a shame.
That is a big shame. Oh, and Steelwolf and Borger nearly made contact, but for someone who had such a good speed weeks going, and for that Fallout Racing team, that is a huge shame for them.
That 6 might have to come straight back down. Really unfortunate there
Yeah,
for
I think
both
that looks like what
parties
he's
involved.
trying to do.
So they're just getting
Yeah.
organised here at the back of the field. Looks like a lot of the cars who had minor damage. I mean, that 14 should be up to speed. We're getting really interesting here. Guys, watch out.
I think it's Morris is letting everyone by because he wants to bring that 6 back down due to the damage.
But they're not going to. He's not going to. They're going to enforce that he
Gotten.
stays. Wow.
Alright.
Alright, I guess he's gonna get going then.
I mean, he is rightfully, I believe, second off of pit road behind Grigsby.
Yeah, so they're going to keep it that way for now. Avoided any
He's kept it.
yellow
He's
collisions.
kept it.
So the 25 of Angel Gutierrez leads early on. We're going to have a look at this wreck, take a look at a few different angles. There's your season 2 winner here at the Daytona in the APCS, Lexi Herman, seems to be out of the Great American Race. We'll be right back.
So, looking at the replay here, it's Ondrack and Herman that squeeze together, get into the wall, swab Bennington.
Oh,
Gets tagged by Cels, and oh, that's a big hit from Luna Bennington into the inside wall. Tags Davis and DeLello, and Whitmer got tagged there at the end. Bennington is okay. These ANCS cars are a lot stronger than anything else we've made, but hopefully the all the Marshall crews are safe down there
that was
at the end of pit road.
Truly cringeworthy thing. That was a terrible thing to say. I really hope
Huge,
they're alright.
horrible angle from Luna Bennington,
Yeah.
but I mean, first things first, it is good to see that the driver is driving away from the incident and is
Yeah.
okay. We'll
That's a
have an
good
update on the marshalling crews down there, though.
Yeah, let's hope they're alright. For the majority, they're unpaid. They are volunteers. And we wouldn't be racing without them, so I really hope they're alright.
Here's kind of an outline of what happened. Herman just kind of, and Bennington just kind of squeeze in on the 14, and then the 88's collected, the 95 with a small hit. And then everyone does a fairly good job at avoiding the 53. And it's only when Justin Whitmer comes along and just does not react in time, and he gets nicked. And then you're going to see just at the top of your screen the 55 make contact with Luna Bennington as well.
It's terrifying seeing that 4-car come back across the racetrack like that. So this is Justin Whitmer. Oh! Alright then! Shades of Bobby Unser at the Indy 500 in 1981 then. Wonder what USARC's gonna think about that one.
I mean, I think to be fair to him, he's just reclaiming position, but there is something to be said about the speed. He may just get a slight warning from that one.
Yeah, I the position isn't really the problem, but I'm a backup on like the apron like that. It's a little risky.
I think at most it'll be a slap on the wrist, but yeah, definitely a bit of a chaotic start to this one here at Daytona, and the ANCS cars as a whole. We'll bring you back to live action here shortly. So we are under red flag conditions here at Daytona. The pace car you see is actually the replacement pace car that's been rolled out They just got it rolled out here after the main pace car was actually hit by the 4 of Bennington, as you saw sliding down the track in that hard hit. So I believe there are also some barrier repairs being done, but rest assured we should be back racing here shortly in the Daytona 500.
Yeah, just a very strange opening accident to this race, and I believe USARC officials as well just wanted to pause proceedings just to make sure that all was okay in that kind of highly populated area of the racetrack where Luna Bennington hit. We were also worried about pit crews as well, but it seems like all is okay, but it was a very hard hit. We will be back racing very soon, hopefully. You are watching the USARC Autonation Cup Series live at Daytona.
We are back here at Daytona. 4 cars are out of the race after that incident here. Those being Henry Thomas, Lexi Herman, Luna Bennington, and Isaac Davis. Everyone else is going to soldier on in this one, and it'll be Angel Gutierrez, running part-time this season in the ANCS, not full-time, who will be leading us to the green, lap 10 of 60. Field is really, really stacked up. They are ready to go here.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best option from Gutierrez, stacking them up like that.
Pace car is off. And here we go. We are back to green flag conditions. Green flag is back out here at Daytona.
Austin Billion was flying on the outside.
Yeah, he called his shot right there.
Runs died a bit for him. Here comes Riley Spurleytube down the inside of the 25.
Caden Lemon getting a big run on the bottom.
He has help from the part-time Daytona Motorsports car. That is Roberto Crown Jr. No sponsorship on the 2, but it looks like the Daytona Hornet from the Daytona USA game. So very nice spot for that team. As Ben Crouch on the inside now going to make this 3 wide, filling in for the injured Jet Hawksworth in that 42.
Oh, I hear spinning. Oh, no, I don't. What? Okay.
Oh,
It's happened again.
It's happened pretty much every race. I seem to hear someone spinning when there is no one spinning. But for now, we are all green and clean. As Riley Spurleytube leads him into turn 1.
Oh, and Crouch tried to get down in front of Bobak Fox, was not able to, and here comes the 44 with help from Blair McKenzie, who is just about the only 555 car left in the front pack, as DeLello, Herman, and Davis were all caught up in that last wreck.
And we are going to go 4 wide.
We are going to go 4 wide. Here comes Murdo with a big run. Help from Daniel Voiles.
That was quite an aggressive move, the way he got next to the 40.
Oh, and
They're going to make
Crouch has backed out of it quite smartly.
Yeah, you don't want to risk that.
I'm straight going for the lead.
That 01 proving the SSR plate package is not just limited to the lower series. It's up here as well. Murdo going for the point from Bobak Fox, and here comes Daniel Voiles with help from Jacques Rigel. As off turn 2, we take a brief check-in on some of the damaged cars, those being Brandon Morris, Justin Whitmer running pretty far off the pace. See if USARC is going to have a word with those teams, as here comes Voiles into turn 3, looking for the lead. And he'll get it.
Oh, he's got a good run through the middle there. Going to stall out though, there's nowhere else to go. Here comes Zeller.
He was able to clear, but here comes Zeller.
Really shuffling here, but I wonder if the 01 can give Voiles a half-decent push on the outside.
The answer is...
no.
Not really. Zeller able to clear. Cologne and Vargas lined up behind, and then it's Yekaterina Suleimanova with help from Cameron Brennan and Luke Evans. So it's a lot of blue ovals lined up on that inside.
The DM pairing of Vargas and Cologne going to get lined up here. Spurley's way out of on the outside. He's not going to be able to find his teammates. They are linked up with their alliance partners here, the 1 and the 10 from SSR. See if they can take down this Chevrolet.
Zeller, though, continuing to control the lanes. It's Stephen Cologne, though, dual 2 winner behind. He's proven he knows his way around here in an ANCS car. And Cameron Brennan, who needed to get into this race on his qualifying time, same with Luke Evans, are both up here now as well.
Drivers from the UK as well. Luke Evans is from
England.
Yeah. Name escaped me for a second.
And it's Brennan who won at Talladega, to this date, the only APC or SSR plate package points win. What a statement it would be for the Scotsman now in his sophomore USARC season to claim victory here at Daytona.
We had a really impressive season last year in the APCS, winning Rookie of the Year by some margin, 3 wins, and he has shown that he knows his way around super speedway. So I think the prospects for him to win here aren't really high. Yeah, he's one of definitely the biggest young talents in USARC right now.
And Santiago tried to step out. Rotfield going even lower. So Roach Rotfield is now going to be one of the SSR cars up in this mix. It was a late signing to replace the outgoing Kyler Sustrai. A huge opportunity for this driver who ran last season with AFM and later Radval Engineered Motorsports. And Rotfield now looks like he's making the most of it.
Rotfield timed that absolutely perfectly. That was exactly how you try to make a line. It's really been good.
And Rotfield was able just in time to get down in front of Vargas, but so far no one has been able to challenge really seriously the 64 of Zeller. But here comes Rotfield, gonna try to make it happen this time.
There's all sorts of shuffling this time down the back straight. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing someone go 4 wide. It'll be okay for now, as right now that outside line's actually formed up really well compared to the inside.
Rotfield has got the momentum, and here comes Lotus Disparito. A bit of damage on that 08, not hurting her at all. Or hurting them. But Rotfield is going to lead the lap. Disparito now.
Oh, huge run from the 64.
Yeah, huge run on the outside with help from Christian Vargas.
He's still got the momentum here.
It's alongside the 11, but I don't think we'll be able to get back around. As looking for Rago Kitson now. Seth Morgan dumps the 68. To the inside now goes the 51, the part-time. Full send car is overwrecking. Luke Evans around in front of the field.
It's Stephen Cologne involved as well. It's just them two.
Down the track, we should be okay.
Watch out for this.
Goodness.
Oh, Cels cut that very close.
I think they made it.
Oh, Murdo's trying to get down pit road.
It looks like Brian Grigsby and Caden Lemon involved, but with no damage, so they should be all okay. Oh, under yellow.
Checking under yellow.
Oh, it's Ramashko. Oh, it's shades of Season 1 Old Spice.
Oh.
Oh, and another hit. I think that was Mackenzie.
Oh, it's all happening.
Oh, and Timbers flaring here at Daytona of all places.
That's not just like a stack up like we've seen here before. That is there. Murdo coming in. Evans is going to come in here as well. That's just glutton for punishment for those guys involved in the wreck.
Yeah.
But everyone, that wasn't a stack up. Someone got turned and then someone else fought back. And Greenman's now out of this race with a smoking engine. But he's trying to find someone here.
I would be trying to find someone if I was Greenman right now. I mean, he's just been caught up in some silly play under the yellow. I mean, I think that was... I don't know who that was who dumped Ramashko. But it's
Brennan, wasn't it?
It was Brennan, yeah.
It was Brennan.
Actually, thinking about it. But it's shades of the Season 1... the Season 1 Old Spice race where... I can't recall who it was, but it was Zero Ramashko leading, got dumped off a restart.
I remember that, yeah.
Stelson and Morris are staying out here. That's interesting because Morris was off speed.
Yeah.
And everyone else... Yeah, everyone else is coming down. There's your race leader taking least right sides.
Well, we are very quickly thinning this field out and really cranking up the damage repair bill.
Not so much a race of speed, but a race of survival at this point.
It's much like an older Daytona race, as Seth Morgan's going to be the first one off pit road. Blair McKenzie out on the spot, as Sabalenka was very close there with Cologne.
There's a
So
bit
what
of debris on pit road there, but
there's definitely a bit
I
of
think it's
debris. I don't know
fairly
who that's come
minor.
off of.
It's nothing like what we saw
Yeah,
with Henry Thomas. Whitmer
yeah,
probably
definitely.
taking more repairs. I mean,
That car
arguably,
looks.
it looks fine, but he was really off speed, and I think he's got to be careful not to be parked here.
Yeah.
They all get sorted
There's the
out.
42.
On
What
Jack
an
coming out,
awful.
he got shunted under yellow, but that car looks fairly okay. I think that should be okay to run in the pack with any
What an
luck at all.
awful weekend this has been for 555 Engineering now for the first ANCS weekend. DeLello is now the only car left as, I don't think
That's
USAR's going
brave.
to like that 0-1 heading back out.
Oh yeah, it does not look good.
Okay, so we're just reaching one further race. We've already done our second yellow with the day. Daniel Sells is your leader. I don't think he's pitting, so that's going to be an interesting one for the restart. You are watching the Autonation Cup Series. We'll be right back to show you the replay.
So we're slowing down under caution, and Cameron Brennan, Naziri Romashko getting close together, and just looks like the 79 kind of just gets hooked by the 1, nothing else to it. And
that's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Ruined both Greenman and then Crown gets it to Kupski for apparently no reason. But what that has is it's completely ruined both McKenzie and Greenman's races. Both drivers are now out of it.
I really can't tell you how mad that makes me. I can't believe he'd do that.
Don't get it. I don't get what's happened here. Like, was Brennan just not happy with how Romashko was racing? It kind of, at second glance, looks almost maybe incidental. Like, I don't know.
It looks pretty damning to me, but
yeah, very confusing incident here under yellow at Daytona, and it has ruined a few drivers' races.
It really makes you sick to watch that.
Well, here we can see what happened. Voiles just kind of steps out of line, tags the 10 of Evans, and then he's into the wall. And unfortunately, Stephen Cologne there is just an innocent bystander. No one else really with damage. Murdo gets damaged later on in that caution stack up. Or maybe just when the tempers flew slightly.
Yeah, once again, it's a good thing that there wasn't more cars involved in that, because it was really fixing to look like that. Same with the lap 1 wreck.
We'll be right back here with the restart. Just gone after the 1/3 mark here in the Great American Race.
So 2 developments under caution right now. Currently, that is Reese Kupski in the 40. The number 40 has detonated, and that is probably day done for him. And also, USARC has made the decision to show Brennan Morris to the end of the longest line. He will remain on the lead lap, but considering that 6 was off the pace, USARC officials did not want that car to really be impeding the restart.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. I think that's a really good call.
Indeed.
You don't want to have someone that's a good 15, 20 miles an hour stinking up the whole back of the field like that and have one guy run away with it. You don't want that. So I think that was a good call.
In addition, if everyone's scrambling to get by a car that's that far off the pace, you might cause another incident. So definitely, I think that will be the move. It'll be USARC officials will definitely be closely monitoring the 6, the 01, and the 18. All cars who were slow off of the last caution. But yeah, strap yourself in because we still got a long way to go in this one. We are on lap 21 of 60. We'll see the green lap 22. Daniel Sells for the Hank Factory team playing a bit of a strategic gamble as the only car on pace that did not pit.
Yeah, I wonder how this is going to work out for him. I hope he doesn't, realise that he has to peel in fairly soon after the restart. The issue is, pardon me, the issue is with these cars is that you can do maximum 37 laps on fuel, and we are just short of that. So I wonder if, Sells is definitely not going to make it. This is a really interesting decision. I wonder how the rest are going to manage this. Are they going to try and stretch it because they run under yellow and they're going to run in the draft, and you can probably anticipate another yellow again? But it's still so up in the air. I think we could, at this point, be in for a fuel mileage finish if we go all the way from here.
Which, considering the racing so far, I don't think we'll make it all the way from here, but here we go. Field stacking up once again. Lap 22 of 60. Daniel Sels. He's been here before in the lead of APCS races, but that was Season 1. Season 2 was really a struggle, but he'll get to lead the field to the green here. In Season 3, green flag back out lap 22 of 60.
Once again, Roach Rotfield pulled way out of line immediately, showing the field where he wants to go. He's calling his shot.
Is the field going to go with him, though? That's the question. And a few of these cars battered up. I mean, you think Morgan, you think Disparito, but these cars are definitely hanging in there. As we head down the back straight, Disparito all the way down toward the grass, trying to keep Zeller behind, and the 08 is going to move into second. Sels has been able to maintain the lead for now, as this lead pack has really kind of split away.
Oh, and I think someone's pitting here. Oh, it's Seth Morgan.
Morgan's
coming
pitting.
in.
Interesting.
Don't know what that one is for. Unscheduled stop for the 51 as Murdo, big block on the 6. But yeah, these three,
That could
the
have been
01,
really bad.
6, and 18 look fairly far off the pace.
Well, back up front here, that's kind of fractured this pack, but we have a huge gaggle of cars here. Most of the field, barring Onjak, who's the only kind of car that's up to speed, not running in a pack right now. He might be able to catch onto the draft. He's behind this huge pack of cars, and then up front it's a much smaller group. They might fall into the clutches of that second pack. For the next few laps at least, it looks like it could easily be a game of cat and mouse, as Disparito's going to lead off of turn 4, but not for long.
Disparito had a really poor run off of 4. Here comes Eli Steelwolf, and Steelwolf will steal the lap lead off the 08. As you see Santiago leading the second pack, and they are very rapidly approaching.
Steelwolf with the two drivers I've seen make the most moves on restarts, being Roach Rotfield and the 52 Orson Billion.
Oh, and the
And
08 nearly got...
Rotfield, and Billion is going to follow.
The 08 nearly got
one-
walled by Zeller, on heading into turn 3. That was really strange to watch.
I saw that out of the corner of my eye.
But also, no one has gone with Steelwolf. They've all lined up on the inside. Oh, and here we go. Now we're shuffling a bit.
From what I've seen, Roach Rotfield, he seems to have the most maneuverable car out of the ones up front. Like, he can put that car most places, and it'll stick. So,
Well, I mean, it's an
that'll
SSR
help.
car for a reason.
Yeah, they're good here.
As Morgan back out into this race a lap down, I think it might have been a tire down on the 51. I mean, there has been plenty of debris left around this track at Daytona. Would not be surprised if he might have hit a loose piece.
They're all very sensible right now, just running in a solid line all the way through the pack right now.
I think right now everyone has seen what we've accomplished so far and is like, okay guys, let's calm it down a little bit.
Accomplished what? Chaos?
Yeah.
Exactly.
A lot of
That's what it's
chaos.
looked like.
But it's Rotfield leading right now over Zeller, over
Oh,
Vargas,
and-
and problems for Daniel Voiles.
He's just
Oh,
come
it's
back
very
out,
much
so
off pace.
I wonder if that's a strategic stop for fuel now, or maybe an issue on the car, but it seems back up and running. Slight front end damage on that car, but that was already established a while back, so not too much to be concerned about there, other than
Three
just staying
wide,
on the lead lap.
The field, the secondary pack has caught some of the slackers from the front pack, likes of Sels and Kitson. So Rotfield and Co are about to get some company here, as now we're starting to try to tick some laps off here.
And you
Yeah.
kind of see that the field's starting to fan out a little bit, that they're not really all over each other like we saw in the early couple of laps. And that was one of the reasons why we were seeing so many yellows, is because they're so close to one another. You know, after some time, it's just, there's going to be incidents that do occur.
Voiles gonna go down a lap. Rotfield's and Zeller gonna get held up. That's not what you want for the 64.
I think that 70 is very much up to speed. I mean, running out of the draft doing 184 is more than acceptable in these ANCS cars. The draft is very strong. It's going to have, a very strong effect. So I think the
It's gonna push
70
this
will be
top
fine.
line back a little bit, though.
And that's going to make a top 4 breakaway. It's a big move from Brennan on Grigsby.
Did you see Rigel ditch the 64 of Zeller?
Yeah, Zeller's been put up to the outside,
Yeah.
so the 64 going backwards big time.
Well, this could get a little bit interesting
This
here.
could get hairy here. We're going to have 3 wide between Zeller, Smith, and Sabalenka. But we are going to remain mostly cordial, as I think they are battling back up at the front. Or no? I was seeing things.
Well, they were for a moment.
But it is Vargas now to the lead over Rotfield.
And you know what? If I'm Christian Vargas right now, I wanna keep this car up here, moving around, seeing which lanes work out for me, coming around to lap 59, because I'm gonna want to know that.
I think that's what everyone wants to know. And
oh, for sure.
I think right now we are very much in a stage of the race where we're just sort of establishing who's going to be the main contenders come the end of it. Who wants to run up front? Who wants to throw that little bit of extra bit of bravery almost to be able to contend here?
I mean, the one car that does not seem to be very popular in this lead group right now is Eli Steelwolf. He is once again getting shuffled out. No one seems to want to work with that Bandai Namco number 80 right now. Don't know what that's all about, but it is Vargas still controlling over Orson Billion in the 52.
We're going to go for a quick commercial break here just at the halfway point. You are watching Daytona 500 here live.
Give me a second, it's gonna...
We are back here at Daytona, and it's Cameron Brennan that has found his way to the front with help from teammate Roach Rotfield. Benedict Murdo and Justin Whitmer both have been shown the black flag by USARC. They extended it as much as they could, but in the end, not enough for either of them. So that's two big names out.
That's a safety thing more than anything else. You don't want to have somebody going way off the pace and the field just swallowing them up, because that's, again, we'd be putting lives in danger. We don't want to have that happen.
But everyone else who's at the back has so far been cleared. That's the likes of Morgan, Onjack, and Brandon Morris, as we're getting a bit dicey here in the lead pack. Here comes Eli Steelwolf now for the lead. Has found some friends in the forms of Santiago, Billion, and Grigsby. But it looks like that Santiago's going to put him into the middle.
Once again, nobody
but Steelwolf able to get down back in front of the 07.
Once again, everyone wants to ditch Steelwolf.
I think what's interesting here is this front group here are working really well as a collective, and they're actually pulling away from the much bigger pack here. When I say that much bigger, they're really fractured at the minute. So many cars struggling to hold the draft at this stage in the race. You've got competitive cars back here. Carter Swab doing a fairly decent speed with with such little drafting help. There's cars dotted around all throughout the field. Bobak, Fox, at the moment, even like Onjack and Brandon Morris are doing decent speeds. No one seems to be able to keep up with the draft of this front group at the moment.
I think that part of it is that most of these cars have some sort of damage at this point. I mean, it's looking like a short track race out there with the amount of cars we got with some damage, but these guys up here are all pristine. I think basically everyone here has kept it clean, and they are being rewarded with really being, at least right now, we are still only just past the halfway point, but right now, these are the cars with the best shot to take away the great American race. Sorry, as here comes Santiago on Steelwolf.
It's fairly, ordinary shuffle racing we're seeing out of this group. Only 9 cars, so it's really hard to actually find a decent abundance of them to work with. This pack just behind slightly bigger. They just need to work together, I think, a bit more. I just think they need to line up single file and get on with the task at hand. Have a fast car that's not got any damage lead you, and you've got a few of them. I think Aiden Smith's car looks very clean. He's got a bit of potential in this race.
Sabalenka in the 77. What a continuation to an already strong weekend would it be for the Gov KZA QRT team if Sabalenka could lead them up here. No? No? There were, I think, probably considerations of it. As look at both Borger making the move on Riley Spurley to in this 4-car pack as they try to hang on to the second draft. Doesn't really look like it's happening. And up front, it's Roach Rotfield once again cycling his way to the front. Lotus Disperito now in second. Cameron Brennan and Orson Billion follow.
So Rotfield and Brennan, both teammates up here. Once again, we know how good SSR are on these super speedways, but it's good to have a teammate up here. They can help you out a little bit, and the rest of the field, like, they don't have that luxury. Well, I guess a couple of them do, but SSR have it the best right now.
You do have 2 TGR cars up in that lead pack, Santiago and Disperito, but outside of that, it is really your friends are where you find them in this group. And it is the 2 SSR cars that are controlling the lines right now. Rotfield ahead of Brennan. And just as a reminder, there are added stakes to this race. The first winner here, while it is not a win in your in format, it is very much beneficial should you win. First one in to the USARC inaugural chase here in the ANCS.
Brennan got pushed up high there. He's gonna help. He's gonna get help from the 0, but everybody else, I don't think they really want to deal with that right now.
I think we're going to have some assistance soon here from Seth Morgan. He's definitely up to speed at the minute, so he's just going to kind of fall back into his pack. Maybe allow that second pack there to catch up, and then we have a real behemoth of a front pack on our hands.
The thing is, Morgan had to go into the pit lane, so he's kind of just alone.
Well, there was definitely damage. There was damage when he... there was, but now there's not. That car, if he's lucky, you know, and at this point he's in position for the free pass, he could easily be competitive. At this point, really, only if there's a yellow. But I mean, we've already had 2 today. We've had a much cleaner third of this race, second third of this race so far. But you never know what's going to happen.
I'd like to see if they screwed their heads on.
And it's Morgan who's going to have to pick a lane to hold and have everyone try their best to go around. Orson Billion currently the leader over Eli Steelwolf, and here comes Steelwolf making a move.
Steelwolf can be able to do it. That's exactly what he needed. He's going to go to the lead.
And Steelwolf is going to claim the point. Clears Billion into the tri-oval.
Vargas and Disperito have anything for him.
Oh, and RFJ just moved Brennan almost out of the way there.
Yeah, very aggressive.
I think Rotfield and Grigsby are betting on that 51 getting up to speed. Grigsby's going to actually abandon that effort as we're single filing back out. All around the 1, or the 80 rather, of Eli Steelwolf, but here comes Vargas as I say that.
It's not over yet in terms of the lap cars. Your Season 1 champion, Peter Onjak. Your Truck Series runner-up in Season 1, Brandon Morrison. Bovak Fox. All running a fairly decent speed. But they are going to get swallowed up by this Packers. These guys are looking very... Whoa.
Morgan, really aggressive on Rotfield. Not sure what that's all about. But you got 3 Chevys now as the lap cars, and I'm sure that you got, Steelwolf just got shuffled out, but those Chevys could really do their fellow Bowtie Orson Billion a favor here, if they pick the right line. Brennan moving up to try to side draft the 0 of Vargas, and we're gonna go 4 wide. Look at Brian Grigsby.
Wow!
Contact. Oh, the bumping.
More contact, and Grigsby, the rookie, sends it in and takes the lead.
That was risky. You don't want to do that very often, but he made it work.
And here we go.
And here are the lappers.
None of these guys have any vested interest in helping anyone other than their manufacturer teammates, and not a direct teammate in this pack. Although Aiden Smith is one of the main guys in that second pack who would love have an opportunity to catch the front one. And Brandon Morris, well, he's kind of got the chance to control this here. Is round the outside. Brian Grigsby's going to go.
Rodfield's going to get held up.
Whoa.
This
All
is the
double
perfect
trouble
pick for Grigsby, but Onjack's now going to block.
Got to do what you got to do sometimes to help. Oh,
Rodfield, that's dangerous.
Oh.
And the 44 is going to be able to come back down in front. This is not what you wanted. It's not what you wanted if you're one of these leading cars. And this is going to be the perfect opportunity for anyone in that second pack to catch a bit of ground, because I feel like once these guys are up in the draft, they're not going to lose it. So
sure.
they're not going to. Oh,
Onjack
is
Seth
tanking.
Morgan is being real aggressive, and yeah, the 14 is looking way
I think there might
shape.
be an issue on that. I mean, it's okay now in the corner, but he really tanked back heading into turn 3. But now Onjack is a-okay in this pack. It'll be interesting to see how much these guys have actually closed in.
And they've really formed up from that last shot, as Eli Steelwolf, Seth Morgan is still a lapper, but Steelwolf is now cleared to the lead, with Ricky Freeman Jr. now moving into second. Yeah, I don't know if Fox, Onjack, and Morris did enough to really make a huge difference.
Well, they're doing, yeah, they just can't seem to get that same speed that these leaders can get, and that might be an issue for these guys and their hopes of catching that lead pack. Oh.
So really, we might be down. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Morgan being really aggressive for not many a good reason.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, especially when you're a lap down. That's really not good etiquette, and the other drivers, they're not going to do that, so if I was him, I'd cut it out.
We're getting really down to crunch time here. Just 16 laps to go, and Eli Steelwolf, your leader, has become a really interesting race compared to the other main races this speed weeks. And yeah, these guys are going to cause an issue for the second pack as well here.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I think what's the most interesting thing is, I mean, think of the storylines
maybe not.
of,
Yeah.
oh, Moore's pitting,
Here's
so
the
that's
second
one of the cars out of the way. Oh, and we're going to go 3 wide between Zeller Smith and Sule Manova. But
that
as
sound you hear is a sigh of relief from everybody in that second car, and one of them is gone.
But as I was saying, the storylines up here, I think for really everyone, except for Cameron Brennan, would be a huge victory for them. Steelwolf looking for his first win. Billion looking for win on ANC's debut. Same with Grigsby. Disparito and Santiago have been snake bitten so far, as Onjack gonna hold up the likes of this train here that was really forming on the inside. Sabalenka, Sule Manova, Rigel. Oh, we got pitters. It's Daniel Sells, who his alternate strategy has unfortunately not played out.
You were talking about winning on debut. This is everyone's debut in this series.
True,
we're under caution.
Oh, we are under caution.
Yellow
What has
is
happened?
out.
Who? Maybe Bolt
Borger.
Borger. Anyone
That is a
else?
big shame.
Doesn't look like
Doesn't look like
he
too
may
much
have
damage
may
on
have
the
stopped on
74.
track, but that's going to cause a late race shootout for the win, and it will be anyone's game.
Oh boy. Yeah,
That's
this is
very
exactly
interesting.
what that second pack needed.
Perfect timing because they just got bogged down by Onjack. So, still, I tell you what, he's been having his day has just really grown in. He's really grown into this race, I should say, at the minute.
I mean, how about Brian Grigsby? I mean, he's made some pretty aggressive moves, but he's made them all stick so far, and now he's looking for potentially what would be an incredible win for the debuting Team Nippon GTR.
Hey, but that's how you make a name for yourself. You have to be aggressive sometimes, and it's working out for him. I'm not saying it's gonna continue to work out for him, but so far it's been.
Oh, and this is interesting. We have split strategy now. Billion, Freeman, Sabalenka. I think we are entering the fuel strategy that you talked about.
So clearly some think they can make it, others doubt themselves. It's going to be Freeman, Sambalenka, like you said, and I can't see anyone else coming down pit road. Oh, Romashko's going to give it a go. And is it just fuel?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Crown down as well.
DeLello, Crown. I would imagine that DeLello, they might try to fix up a bit more damage as well. Yeah, I can't see any damage on that 74, so I think that might be an unfortunate mechanical issue.
But he must have stopped on
only.
He must have stopped on track
everyone.
to bring out the yellow. But we'll just
I would
quickly,
imagine that's what happened. Yeah.
We'll just quickly check the replay. And that late race yellow has brought everyone back into this one. We're going to have a late race shootout to decide a winner. You are watching the USARC Autonation Cup Series. It's the Daytona 500. We'll be right back.
So here was the reason for the caution. Bulkborger had some sort of a mechanical problem, and that car would come to a stop. Right about there. Which is just a terrible shame for the Snapple team. The good thing they called the yellow, because that could have been really bad.
We are back here at Daytona, and we are ready for what will be a 9-lap sprint to finish. A lot happened under yellow. Ricky Freeman Jr. had mechanical problems. The 41 is done. The 51, 44, and 14 have been waved around. The 52 picked up some damage from an unfortunate stack up and is at the end of the longest line along with the 70 and the 6. That's just a precaution from USARC. So then the slower cars try to stay out of the way. As you see, the 74 Bulkborger is also back out in the race. They've fixed the problems on the 74, but he is a lap down. So that is all of the catch-up we need. We're going to have 9 laps to decide it, and it's going to be Eli Steelwolf, Brian Grigsby, Nicholas Santiago, Christian Vargas, and Cameron Brennan, the top 5, who have a combined, I believe it's 4 USARC victories, and 3 of them come from Brennan, 1 from Vargas.
And it's been a long time since Vargas won as well. Don't forget that.
We are about to see something incredible. We really are.
As the field make their way around turn 3 and 4 for, I mean, knock on wood, hopefully the last time under caution. We've had quite a few here today so far. Hopefully we can get a good finish out of this one. Pace car is off. Eli Steelwolf, the control car for Radval Engineering Motorsports. And with 9 laps to go, we are back green here at Daytona.
Look at the spread out on the restart.
And Grigsby really did not go.
No, not a good restart for him at all.
You're right. If you were a car in that second pack, you're just hoping to God that you managed to cling on to some sort of draft right now.
And that does not look like what Gutierrez is doing. Oh, and Crouch was also not looking particularly fast either in the 42. Let's see who's left at the end of this. As Rotfield looks like he's making a move.
It's going to
push off by Santiago.
Going to push the 07
now.
3 wide back here.
Miguel trying to cling on to that front group as well.
As is Spurley too. Looks like that Zeller, Smith, Crouch, and Lemon might be able to. Suleimanova very much is that was late move.
Oh wow.
From Smith, and also a late move from Suleimanova on Rigel. Steelwolf maintaining the lead right now. He's going to get down in front of Rotfield, 2 former teammates. Both of them shared time at AFM and then REM. Rotfield's moved on to bigger and better things. Steelwolf has stayed loyal with REM, and they're battling for the win here of the Daytona 500.
3 wide at the front. As Rotfield's going to make a move.
Rotfield, the SSR car that I don't think anyone was expecting, has moved to the point. Lotus Disparito, the APCS Season 1 Daytona winner, has moved into second. They came so close, as that was a late move from Steelwolf.
Very nearly got turned off the front of the 22.
And look at Steelwolf to the inside of Disparito. That 80 knows it's go time.
He really wants this, and he
got a push from Rigel.
He has got a drive about him, especially in the second half of this race.
Now, is he going to make the move on Rotfield? He's got all Chevys behind him in the likes of Rigel, Zeller, Smith.
Here he goes.
Here comes the 80.
This is a heroic performance here. This must be brilliant for a neutral. It's literally REM versus SSR, David versus Goliath in the closing laps at Daytona.
And it's Steel Wolf clear to the field. Will get back down in front of the Bowtie Brigade behind. But now Rigel wants a piece of it. Jacques Rigel wants this win.
Rigel extremely hungry. He's never won a USARC competition.
The man behind him has.
Get down in time. Joe Zeller now looking for his first win on an oval. Aiden Smith. Brian Grigsby's back up here in the 26, and he's got a big run coming from
Zeller
Christian Vargas.
So is the 26. It's the man from Le Mans leading. Not for very much longer. Here comes the 64 of Zeller.
Grigsby, I think, was trying to line up a 3-wide move. Could not get the run on Zeller, but it's now the Glencore 64 to the point, but here comes Grigsby.
5 laps to go here at Daytona. It's all come down to this.
If you're not in this lead pack now, your hopes of the Daytona 500 win are over. Unless they can somehow get a big run, but I don't think it's going to happen.
They've dropped off so quickly. I don't see it happening.
You got to be in this pack now if you want to win it.
Here comes
Vargas. Help from Santiago. And the 0 is going to breeze to the lead, but Santiago already trying to set up a move.
Santiago does not want to push a rival manufacturer to victory. He wants to go for it.
Oh, but here comes Brennan. He's going to have help from teammate Suleimanova.
Ooh.
Ben Crouch in the 42 is in this picture as well now. It is Ford. 1, 2, 3 at the moment.
4th in line, though.
Here comes Yekaterina Suleimanova, the GTS winner.
Don't know if Crouch is going to get...
not there from Crouch,
no.
No.
Aiden Lemon trying to hold on, maybe not lose the draft. I think he's going to stay put.
Brennan is really pushing Vargas out in front.
I think he's plotting. We know what Brennan's like. This is all going to be very calculated.
But Vargas just has to mirror drive the 1.
Daytona Motorsports versus Soaring Seagulls.
Nicholas Santiago trying to throw his hat into the ring. Can the 07 generate a run from someone behind? He's going to have to do this by himself.
Yeah.
He's going.
And naturally, neither Ford goes with.
Is he alongside the 1? He is.
He is going to be alongside the 1, though. What a run from Santiago, but he's not going to be able to get to Vargas.
He might.
Oh, he might. Oh, Vargas did not have a good run.
Oh, Rigel goes low.
Rigel's pitting.
Rigel's out of gas or something. Something's wrong with the 22.
He must be. I can't imagine it's anything other than fuel mileage at this point. And Onjak as well.
Onjak's also pit, so this is fuel mileage. The Andrado cars could not make it, and now the question is, well, A, is Onjak going to hold up the field? B, what does this mean for the rest of the field?
Lap and a half to go in the Daytona 500.
Here comes Rotfield once again. Can't get there.
This is where you hope you played the fuel number, right?
One car is really slow on the outside. Who is that? It's Brennan. Brennan's out of
fuel. They're all out.
More cars out of fuel.
Oh, no!
Grigsby, Steel Wolf, and I think one other. White flag in the air for Christian Vargas. Roach Rotfield, Lotus Disperito, Nicholas Santiago, and Joe Zeller. Here comes Rotfield.
He's going to get held up. He's going to get held up big time.
He's going to get held up by the 14.
He is going to get held up. Vargas clear. Everyone else held up.
Oh my god, he's double blocked him.
Christian Vargas with nothing but clear track ahead.
He's in a league of his own right now. He's in a different postcode to the rest of the pack.
It has been so long since Christian Vargas has been to victory lane, but a switch back to Ford is going to answer at the first time of asking. Christian Vargas is going to come off turn 4 to win the Daytona 500.
Wild. If I'm
And I
Christian
think
Vargas,
Disparito pitted coming to the line. Oh no,
No, they're right there.
308's there.
A
So
2-3 for
Disparito will come on
TGR.
second, Santiago in third, Zeller, Rotfield, and then I think that means Ben Crouch, Suleimanova, Caden Lemon, Kazari Sabalenka, and Daniel Sels. So at the end, the alternative strategy actually did work out for Hank Factory team. They clinch a top 10.
And as you see, their drivers are coming past the zero. Sorry, I think he might be out of fuel.
if I'm
I mean,
Christian Vargas,
incredible redemption story.
if I'm Christian Vargas, I'm buying Peter Onjak a beer after tonight. What a way to win that one.
I agree. I mean, Onjak may have a lot to answer for a lot of drivers.
Yeah.
He blocked both lanes, but it's not a rule. You know, there's no rules.
be very
Lap cars can
popular
do
after
that. Lap cars are perfectly entitled to do that, and it's paid off for that man there. A season last year of torment, a season of despair and torment for Christian Vargas has turned into.
And that's finally over.
It's finally over, and it's turned into a Daytona 500 victory, a win for Christian Vargas on the biggest stage in stock car racing.
I mean, really, this entire Speed Weeks has been getting the voodoo curses out. I mean, Suleimanova winning the GTS race, Bennington getting her first win in APS, and now Vargas finally back on top. I think we really do have the makings of a great season ahead of us. We're going to have some new names and some familiar names from Season 1 who maybe didn't have the greatest Season 2 back in the picture, it looks like. But running through, we already ran through the top 10, but running through the rest of the top 20, Nazir Mashko rebounds to 11th, closing out a very strong Speed Weeks for GovKZ AQRT. Orson Billy in 12th, DeLello 13th, Swab 14th, then Chris Martins finishes 15th, Roberto Crown Jr. 16th, then Spurley Tube, Fox, Gutierrez, and Brian Grigsby around the top 20.
Then just out of your last finishes on lead lap, Eli Steele, Jacques Rigel, Aiden Smith, and Virago Kitson there on the lead lap, and the rest of the finishes there, all a lap down, you can see on your screen. And I have to say, I think that's career defining for Vargas. He's broke that duck that has been such an issue for him in terms of confidence since his rough start to the season 2, and it really just snowballed from there. That's all over now. This could be a huge season for that man.
What a way to lift the curse, huh?
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
On the biggest stage in racing. Unbelievable.
I mean, you really think about it, maybe it was just the manufacturer, you know. Vargas ran very well with Ford, with Soaring Seagulls Racing in Season 1. Not so well with Chevrolet in Season 2, and Daytona moves over to Ford, and, I mean, Vargas has won on his first time of asking, so maybe it's just an affinity to the blue oval, but we've had a moment to catch our breath now. We'd like to thank you for watching here the USARC Aaron's Autonation Cup Series. Our first race at Daytona is over, and now we'll be off to Denver Motorsports Park, where we'll see the Aaron's Pro Series and the Autonation Cup Series back in action. But until then, thank you for watching, and we will see you at Denver.